Hello, my name is Zach Driscoll, and welcome to my final update on my GPE340 top-down shooter project. So today I have some more smaller changes to the project, as this was mainly meant to include some polish and just try and make the game feel a little bit better as I wrapped it up. To start, I will go ahead and show you some pre-recorded footage of Unity's profiler option system, showing how the game can run smoothly at least 60 frames per second. Okay, now that you've seen the profiler running, I'll go ahead and show you some of the other changes I've made since last time. To start, I went ahead and created an options menu set of UI, which when you press the options menu button from the main menu, it just disables this object and enables this, that way it can swap the UI features. So on the options menu, you've got these different sliders that will adjust the master, music, and sound effect volumes, each of which is attached to its own separate mixer, which I will show in a minute. You can also adjust the screen resolution to fit whichever is best for your particular device, as well as graphics setting options. So here, as you can see, I have the audio mixer. So the sound effects and music mixers here are children of the master mixer. So the master mixer will affect these two, but individually, if I were to say adjust the music mixer, it won't affect the master. But the master can, of course, affect the sound effects and music mixers. Now I'll go ahead and show you the gameplay scene real quick. There we go. So some of the changes I made, I have the directional light. So it used to be like kind of a sunny color, as is Unity's default. But I went ahead and changed it to this dark blue, just to give it a different feel to the environment, as well as kind of make it a little bit darker to help this point light stand out. And this point light, as you can see, is where I spawn my fire particle system. And so I wanted to make the fire actually seem like it's glowing, so I put a point light there to give off that effect. Here I also have the an empty game object that is just holding and playing the background music, which plays on awake and is constantly looping. This music also plays on the main menu and game over screens. And ultimately, those are really the only main changes. But here is the script I wrote up for controlling all of the options menu code. Ultimately, this is the only coding change that I've made since last time. So effectively, I just have references to all the UI objects, as well as creating an array of all the different resolutions available. And so on start, I go ahead and essentially so I get all the available resolutions, fill that array with those resolution options. I make sure that the dropdown is empty, so that way I can fill it here in a second. I also have to create a list of strings, because I can't have the dropdown just display the raw resolution data. I have to convert that data into a string and then put it in the dropdown, which is essentially what this for loop is doing here. It just goes ahead and takes each resolution by the width and height, and then basically turns it into a string and adds all those strings to the list and fills the list with, or fills the array with the list. And then here I also go ahead and check the resolutions. So this is essentially just to set the user's default resolution to the default resolution as soon as the game opens. And then here I have the simple code to update the 3 different volume sliders, as well as update the resolution, the quality, and then activating and deactivating the options and main menus. So now I'll go ahead and cut to some more pre-recorded footage of the game actually running in the build that I have created for it. And I'll go ahead and thank you in advance for watching, and have yourselves a fantastic day.